Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to my review of the Spyderco Manix series of folding knives. You're at the We All Juggle Knives channel, by the way. Here are some flybys for you. Now, I would say that the Manix series by Spyderco is one of the most well-liked and one of the most useful of their series of folding knives. Now, they've come out with many different models of Manix using different steels and different handle scale materials, but all your Manix are going to have certain things in common. A Manix knife is going to have that broad, full flat ground, leaf-shaped drop point blade with a large accessible opening hole. Now, a Manix 2 has a blade length of just under 3.4 inches, but that knife in my hand, that's actually the XL version, and that blade length is 3.85 inches, right? So we got same blade shape, but two different sizes to choose from. Let's do some stuff with all these blades. Yes, I had a lot of coffee that day. No, just kidding. I sped up this footage using that XL-sized Manix as a utility knife. Now that model I'm using there was a limited run, and it's actually S90V. But your current model of the XL Manix is going to be S30V. And don't worry, I will include links to all the currently available models of the Manix. The most popular of those being actually the Manix 2 Lightweight. That's what most people tell me that they are carrying. The Manix 2 Lightweight, which has CTS BD1 steel. Alright, so you see, in only a few moments, that XL-sized Manix did quite a bit of work. Got some crud on that from the adhesive tape, but I will repolish that after I get my work done in this video. Check that out. What is that? That's actually a mushroom. We had a lot of rain. Here lately. Got all these mushrooms. They say not to eat them, but I ate one anyway, and all that happened was a unicorn appeared and taught me magic spells, but no, just kidding. Do not eat them. They can be poison. Alright, we're here on the wood pile. Let's cut some more stuff. I got this seatbelt surrogate material, and I got my old Manix with, now that Manix there has G10 handle scales, and it is actually carpenter steel, and it is very sharp. In fact, notice I can just push it through that material rather than having to draw it across. Alright, here's the other Manix. Now this is S110V, and it's not quite as sharp as that first Manix just because I haven't taken the time to resharpen it, and because it is lighter, I've probably just carried it and used it more often. But there it was. And here's the XL again, and this is S90V, but the current version is S30V, and I like S30V a lot, and also the current version is less expensive than this one was, so that's all good. Alright, and back to the original, my favorite, just because it was my first Manix. Alright, doing some bushcrafty type stuff on the stick of notch making, practicing, which, we're running out of room on that stick. I may have to get a new stick, so I'm going to have to start a GoFundMe to buy a new stick now. Just kidding. Although it would be a more useful GoFundMe than some of the crap I've seen on all around YouTube. Hey! I need $10,000 to make a bottle opener in China now. Alright, let's not go there. So, here it is. This is going to be my new bushcraft and survival knife for surviving out in the jungle and the wilds. No, just kidding. Never going to happen. It's always going to be a fixed blade for my bushcraft knife. But if you want to carry a handy dandy folder as a backup out there, that's used. A lot of people just carry a Buck 110 as like a backup or, a hunting folder. But there it is with the stick of notch practicing. Here it is doing what I call the pencil sharpening test. Back in my day, we had these cylinders of graphite that were encased in wood, and we used to use them to put markings on other pieces of wood that were stamped very, very flat, and it was called paper. And those marking sticks, we called them pencils. So if you had a pencil, this could have sharpened it. Well, I sharpened it like a boss, like a champ. Case closed. All right, here it is, peeling an apple. I know I'm no Martha Stewart, but I got a comment the other day, someone trying to disparage a knife that I was reviewing. He said it was only good for yuppies to peel apples with. Yes, can you imagine just the elements in that comment? The class warfare, the posturing, the role playing. I guess he's the world's biggest badass, definitely. If there was a physical fitness test before you could leave a comment, there would be no troll comments. All right, anyway, in conclusion, there's nothing unmanly about peeling an apple, I don't think. Anyway, here's some whittling. So what I'm doing is just practicing rounding off the end of whatever, which is not important unless you're into whittling, but it's just one more usage I can put onto this blade. So what's really important to know about the Manix series? I think it's successful because, well, first of all, that caged ball bearing lock is very secure. It is virtually impossible to accidentally disengage. There you see I faceted the end of that. Then I took some sandpaper to the faceted end and I rounded it off, just practicing some of my whittling. Don't worry, you don't have to know whittling, but it is a fun hobby. All right, so here's a closer look at that. At the Manix, you see the caged ball bearing lock. To disengage it, you just pull it down like that. Now, as you can see, it goes back and forth as the blade opens and closes, right? It's a very secure type of lock. It's virtually impossible to accidentally disengage it. So that's one thing I like. It's very secure. Also, you see the thumb ramp. You see that choil area, jimping on both of those. It's just a very ergonomic design. Yes, you can close it one-handed. Obviously, be careful. These knives are freaking sharp. The large opening hole is very easy to get at. Even if you're wearing gloves, you can still open it. So, yeah, it's just a solid design. It's got a broad blade, which gives you a lot of grind area to work with like shearing type cuts and slices. You can Spidey drop it. So basically, I think the Manix series is good because of the blade shapes, the handle shapes, and the secure lock. Now you see that Manix, that XL version, I've got a lot of extra room on the handle. So if you have big hands, get the XL version. There, for size comparison, XL version is a lot bigger. A lot of people have big hands. It'll fit your big paws better, so consider that. All right, the last action I'm going to show. You want to see these on the paper. Not bad. Now, this is not initial sharpness because I've had these for years. So I guess it's just like sharpness without the initial. Without the other one. Spidey drop, like a boss. All right. These did come very sharp. That's a beautiful sound, I think. All right, the big guy. Yeah, you'll just have to take my word for it that these were very sharp when they first arrived, and I do my best to keep them pretty sharp. And there you go. All right, so in conclusion, I think the Manix series offers a lot of value. I will include links in the text description box. I will also include links to their other lines, which include the CALY series, the military and paramilitary, the BYRD budget line, and of course the TENACIOUS line, as well as DELICA, ENDURA. So there'll be a lot of stuff for you to check out. Please try to use those links. They do help support the channel, and I really appreciate it. If you like videos like this, where the reviewer does a lot of different stuff with the knife while telling you about the knife, feel free to subscribe. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.